Jennifer Lopez is back with a new song that she debuted at a secret listening party, which has now gotten out. And it's a song that calls out Ben Affleck. And it's about as cringe as you'd expect it to be. It's so bad, in fact, that now Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are apparently thinking about launching a new podcast like the Kelsey brothers that could expose a lot of Ben's relationship with JLO. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Now, when I first saw this, that Jennifer Lopez is cowering in terror over Ben's new podcast plans, she fears he's set to spill all the dirty details of their fleeting marriage. I was like, this would never happen. Ben Affleck never sort of speaks out too much. He responds kind of carefully, sometimes sillily, but he usually likes to keep all this in check. But the more I read about this, it seems plausible. They have this new business venture, Artist Equity, and they need ways for their films to work. They also need more cash flow to come in, and podcasts are becoming a big business. Imagine a podcast where Ben and Matt weekly talk about their experiences on films and bring in co-stars and other people to open up and, warts and all, share their stories. It's not that unbelievable. It also could become a very strong launching platform for their upcoming films that they're doing through their company. So the more I looked into this, I was like, man, this could actually be a deal. And yeah, I could see why JLO would be freaking out if Ben went wild on the podcast. They lived together twice, broke up twice. They've seen the best and worst. And if Ben is just sitting there shooting the breeze and getting loose with Matt, then JLO knows anything could spill out. Insiders say she fears he could share the warts and all account of his life, including the full uncensored details of their relationship. It's true. He was the one who went to the Oscars and talked about how hard it is to be married to Jennifer Garner in that statement that I knew what he meant, but it just came out very badly. They would own the format, a source says. It'd be a cheap way to crank up a cash flow, create a direct line to their fans like never before. Everybody knows, Matt and Ben knows they have a pretty incredible story to tell, and they can convert their relationship and bond with their wives into content. So it makes sense. The Artist Equity, it's doing pretty well. They need all their films to do well. What a way to launch it. So at first I was like, no. But the more I'm like, this seems actually kind of likely. And now keep in mind, JLo's not hiding her feelings at all either. She's feeling wiser and bulletproof at Spain concert after the divorce. She debuted new songs at a top secret fan listening party after the very difficult year. Here's the exclusive, as of course some cameras were in there and got some of this out. She debuted 6 new songs. Now get ready for this. Outreach to fans started on Tuesday, but it was kept as a surprise as to what was happening until they were in the room with Jennifer. She played 5 upbeat tracks: Up All Night, Regular, Free, Save Me Tonight, Birthday. My God, why do they keep shoving that shot in front of me? And one ballad, Wreckage of You, which will appear on the set list for her coming international tour alongside greatest hits and fan favorites, including Play. Wreckage of You is a pop ballad that she told us she co-wrote and recorded 2 weeks ago. Attendee Edgardo Luis Rivera tells us she said she was lying in bed after a long day of tour rehearsals when the idea of the song came to her. She mentioned how last year was a very difficult time for her, both personally and professionally. She had to cancel her tour and really focus on herself. Fast forward to 1 year later, she feels better and stronger than ever, so she wanted to write a song about coming out of a bad situation much stronger. She kept thinking of the word wreck because it means destruction, but she wasn't destroyed. In fact, the lyrics of the song, I'm stronger after the wreckage of you. Here's look how small this crowd was. Just a bunch of fans that came in. Second partygoer told us the Wreckage of You is a very emotional, empowering song about walking away from a relationship and coming out stronger. The other 5 tunes were more fun, JLo in terms of music and style. Not everyone in the room went nuts for Birthday, though. They're really good songs. They've got a good vibe to them, but it sounds like none of them were like, oh my God, she's back. Music wasn't the only surprise she had in store for her J-lovers. She also treated them to tickets to her New Year's Eve show in Vegas, as well as swag bags with JLo products, signed posters. It was lovely, describing the party as a thank you to the multi-hyphenate most loyal fans for all their support. Blah, 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 blah. She feels very free right now on this summer tour. She wants to perform some new material that she's been working on because a lot of these new songs express how she feels. So yeah, her biggest fans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that was about 30, 40 fans. That's, I guess, the biggest. All right, anyway, but You Caused the Wreckage of Me. Jennifer Lopez's first live performance takes an unexpected turn. As fans say, it's rude to Ben Affleck. Now, I'm going to play the song in a minute. I'm going to put it at the end because I might need to clip it if they really challenge me, although this is absolutely fair use. And this is a transformative version from a phone, and I'm going to start and stop it. In fact, let's do it. Let's do it. If the song disappeared, it's because JLO wouldn't allow it and I'm fighting it legally. Apologies. But let's try and fair use
this. This is a song that is a new song that I want to sing for the first time tonight.
Okay, here it is. Watch me climb out of the wreckage of you.
Out of the wreckage of you. The pain you caused.
The pain you caused. Look at her. She's going off. Nothing's gonna stop her climbing out of the wreckage of you. You, Ben. The wreckage of you. You caused the wreckage. Make you find the pain you caused. You're gonna have to watch me climb out of the wreckage of you. It's your fault. You're gonna have to watch it now because I'm climbing out of the wreckage of you. The wreckage, who? I don't, that doesn't make any sense to me. Whoa. I am strong. That's about as good as I can sing. I'm strong. I am wiser.
Better than I've ever been. I will let you know.
Your voice isn't better than it's ever been. I gotta be honest. I won't let you no longer.
No longer be part of my history.
I don't think you can stop that. I don't think you can take someone out of your history. He's in your history a lot, girl. You have like friends and children like their children. What? You're no longer part of my history. Yes, he is. Now you can say he's no longer part of your life and your future and your present. But correct me if I'm wrong, chat. You can't just remove people from your history. That's a terrible line. Okay, there it is. What did you think of that song? Were you impressed? Well, Ben Affleck fans were not impressed. At her new song, she didn't break, she became stronger. Yeah, okay, sure. Is that what it is? Entertainment shared clips of the performance. Facebook critics didn't hold back on their opinion and their vocal. Did she see the wreckage in the mirror? Only thing wrecked here are my ears. She still can't sing. Flat of day old beer. Ben don't care. Some defenders of Valiant emerged in the comments with one writing, rude of her to vilify Ben. Her record with relationships is the proof that she causes the wreckage. I mean, woo. I can't deny that one. I can't deny that. That's pretty, she's got more rings than Thanos. Let's keep going. Another edit, she wrote this song for herself. We all saw how stressed you had Ben looking, Jennifer. You caused the wreckage. I mean, I'm not implying that, but he did look sad. The song's debut comes days after she held this listening party, as we know. Blah, 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 blah. It's the same people comment. But anyway, what do you think? Is this how you do it? Is this the proper way to go about it? And do you think Ben's actually going to do this? I'm torn. I could see this being a thing. And I could see him now. If she's going to come out with these songs and all this stuff, I could see that as a reason why he's allowed to then finally sort of speak out and respond. She's going to start making music, Taylor Swifting him. Typically, when people get Taylor Swifted, like Jake Gyllenhaal, others, they don't come forward and want to talk about it. But Ben could come forward and talk about this. And I can see him making the mistake of slipping on things if he does a podcast format. So, yikes. Not a fan of the song. And I'm not trying to pile on JLO. There are actually some JLO songs I love. I actually really love her performance and song and soundtrack from the movie Home. My family loves that song. And she's had some good songs. I'm not here to fully hate on you, JLO. But this is a bad look, man. It's a bad look. And honestly, this is a good look. The more I think about it, Ben and Matt podcast, they really would own the format. They'd get a lot of good guests. I'd probably listen to that. I'd listen to them, two of them weekly talk. They'd pull in a ton of revenue to help. They'd be able to promote their movies. Tell me I'm crazy after you actually now think about it. In the meanwhile, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up as well. Also, yeah, we are still working on the appeal. It's you know, it's a thing. It costs money, guys. I've had a lot of lawyer conversations. So if you're able to click on over, head over to the website, click the pinned comment, support to the legal fund and the documentary fund. We're just getting started. Appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned, a lot more here on Popcorn Planet.